Hi guys, welcome back to yet another live watch along on Balloon Hit Productions. I'm your master of ceremonies for this evening. My name is Marcelo Nostroza, and this evening I will be watching the 1985 film A Room with a View. Nice little factoid. I had never seen this movie before, so this will be extremely interesting. But as usual, every time that I do these little watch alongs, I don't want to bore you guys with just myself, so I brought on my motley crew. So, with that being said, let me first introduce the member of my crew that recommended this movie to me because I don't know anything about this movie. So hopefully he can enlighten us and tell us something about this movie because I don't know anything about it whatsoever. So, without any further ado, I would like to introduce one of my best friends. He is my captain. Oh, my captain. He is Sohail Starfleet Boy.
Hello, Marcelo. Thank you. Thanks for
Yeah.
having me on. Thanks for doing this. This is such a fun series that you do, and I'm really delighted that you are open to watching films you've never seen and stuff like that. I like that idea too, and I think you're gonna enjoy seeing a lot of faces of actors that you actually do admire and know very well. Especially you're a Sherlock fan. There's a
Yes, I
particular
am.
actor that I'm excited for you to see when they were a very young person, like probably like in their early 20s, that you're very familiar with. I'll just leave it at that for now. But
Okay.
to make it brief so we can get our other guests on here, this movie is really special to me. It came out in 1985, but I didn't discover it till I was a teenager in high school, so around the 90s. And it just kind of like, the setting, if you will, or like the landscape is like the sort of the Edwardian era, which is like the early 1900s, like the 1910s, going maybe up to the 1920s, like the somewhere around there. Rachel will know better. She's she's really I think she'll also like this movie. She's seen it a long time ago, so it'll be a refresher for her. But anyways, it focuses on a young lady named Lucy Honeychurch, and we follow her kind of like, uh, in a nutshell, we follow her journey from being a very like sort of you know product of her society and all of its flaws to someone who like really kind of blossoms beyond that. And so that's like the gist of the story. But also it's a really interesting kind of, it's a period piece, and Merchant Ivory, the director and the writer, Ruth Waller Job, I think it's Ruth Waller Jabwala is her full name. But this team were kind of like responsible for a series of hit period films. Sorry, my light went out, but a series of hit period films, and they really like kind of redefined what a period film kind of could be. There's a lot of humor in this film, and I think it's very ironic, and it's told, and I think you'll appreciate it as a film, connoisseur, because it's told. There's like some homages to like popular films, and it's told in a very compelling and very modern way, visually. I think that like most period films don't do so. Modern for the time. Now it's old hat, but I think they were doing some groundbreaking stuff. So I think it's an important film certainly Merchant Ivory are filmmakers that I really adore, and we'll get more into that in the discussion as we talk, as the commentary goes along.
Interesting, very very interesting. For any of you who are in the comment section this evening, when we do these little watch alongs, I cannot focus on the comment section and dealing with everybody that I'm on the panel with and watching the movie at the same time. So you'll have to forgive me if you're trying to get my attention in the comment section, but I almost never look at the comments. So please don't think that's any version of me trying to ignore you or whatever. I just can't do that. So for future streams, I will delegate that to my captain or my captain to take care of all that stuff in the
Yeah,
future.
so I'll be looking out in the chats too. So if there's anything, like I see Jill's like talking about something that's really important, but let's get the other guests on, and I'll comment on. We'll focus on her remark about Julian Sands. So yeah.
Okay, so without any further ado, the next person I want to bring up in my beloved crew, she is one of the bubbliest people I know. She is my favorite Texan. She is the belle of the ball. She is Rachel. Welcome to the stream.
Hi. Oh, one of the dogs. I'm dog sitting. It's hard to see him, but he's like just trying to get my attention.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this because it's been. I think I maybe was in middle school last time I watched this, and I remember enjoying it. But it's like a movie I always meant to go back and revisit because like I like that. I should go watch it again. So this is like, yeah, it's really good. I'm glad Sohail chose it, so I have a reason to watch it. And yeah, I'm not sure the exact year, but if I remember correctly, I feel like it's in like the film from fashion. I would guess Edwardian, so I would guess turn of the century.
Yeah, I don't have any information about the film to even guess. So I think that
Yeah.
at least I will have to discover that as we start watching the movie here. And for those of you who may be watching this right now and maybe want to watch
It is the Edwardian era, by the way. Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, so thank you, my captain, for confirming that. And for those of you at home who may be watching this right now and who want to watch this with us, we are going to stream this on HBO Max. But the next person I want to bring up looks like she's having some technical issues, and I can't even bring her up right now. So Marcy is here, but it looks like she's having some technical issues, so I can't even bring her up right now. Like if I did this, yeah, I can't even bring her up. So I don't know.
Well, while you're figuring that out, I'll mention that the Criterion.
Here she is. Here she is.
Awesome. The HBO version is the Criterion version, which is awesome. It's a good version.
Okay, cool.
Oh, nice. That's really cool.
All right, so I was able to rescue Marcy from the depths of hell, and here she is. So I like to welcome Marcy to the stream.
Hi. Thank you
Hello.
so much for having me. Hi.
So are you excited to this movie tonight?
I am excited. I think I've only seen part of this movie as a child, so it's going to be a totally new experience.
Okay, so we have one person who hasn't seen the movie. We have another person who hardly remembers anything about the film. So, and we have two other people who seem to know the film kind of well.
I watch the film religiously, like every year, maybe, probably.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
so he'll definitely knows this better than I do. We were not watching The Sound of Music or a Jane Austen adaptation. I was like, I remembered from the fashion that it probably was the Edwardian era.
And by the way, it's an adaptation of a novel by writer E.M. Forster, who was a closeted homosexual in the in that time period. Like a little later, actually, but no, around that time period. And the new movie with Harry Styles called The Policeman is based on E.M. Forster's story of like how he had an affair with a policeman, and he like this whole thing and he wrote a very important novel called Maurice, and there's actually a film adaptation also that the same team that made this film made called Morris, I say Maurice, but it's Morris is the correct pronunciation. And it's a beautiful film about homosexuality, and Hugh Grant's in that one, and so is Rupert Everett. Is that who I'm thinking of? Rupert Everett. Yeah, and a bunch of other people. It's pretty cool. I won't give any more away. And then there's another movie called Where Angels Fear to Tread that I don't think was directed by Merchant Ivory, but it's also a novel that Ian Forster wrote. He wrote a lot of these novels set in the Edwardian era.
Okay, well, thank you for that little tidbit of
I'm like
information.
obsessed. Sorry, I have a lot of.
No, this
Okay.
is, I'm just like, oh, this is usually me. I'm glad someone else has fun facts.
Yeah. I was like, what are you doing, Captain? This is usually Rachel's bit.
Jill, Marcelo,
Yeah,
don't look at the comments because I don't want to spoil who.
No,
the
no, I
Sherlock
know.
connection. But yes,
No,
Jill
I-
is correct. Jill is correct.
Okay, no, I never. No, I like I said before. I never even look at the comments because I can't even deal with that. So,
Also, Jill
all right,
in
so-
our audience saw it in theaters, which I envy her. But I did see
Oh,
it on
wow.
a re-release in theaters one time.
oh, wait a minute.
Nice.
Can you ask her if she saw it on like the original run?
That's what I'm assuming she's referring
Oh.
to in 1985. But Jill, if you could confirm that, our captain for this stream wants to know.
Yeah, that would be so fun. It's occasionally I have to remember. I was like, oh, that would have literally been impossible for me.
Yeah, that would have. Yeah, even for me too, because when this movie came out, I wasn't even born yet. So,
Dang.
Oh, and also
yeah.
Marcelo, Jill saw it in Manhattan, and she wants you to know that the film takes place in 1907.
Oh, okay,
You were
okay.
asking.
All right. So with that last piece of information from Jill, who's in the comment section, thank you so much for watching. Would you guys like to get started?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn off my camera like we do.
All right. So
Unless
so
Rachel,
he'll just.
oh yeah, everyone's saying.
Oh, yeah. There Rachel goes.
My background looks weird, anyways. It's
Okay.
the whole thing.
Okay. So as we do with every watch along, usually Rachel and Starfleet Boy had their cameras on, but they, for reasons, have their cameras off this evening. So I will go and do the same. Oh,
I
come
also
on,
say
dude! Don't do
my-
that to me.
Internet. I'm at someone else's house, and their internet has been acting up, so I'm trying to give it its best chance.
Yeah.
All
same
right,
here. Same here.
Okay, so I will turn off my camera and then I will switch my attention over to HBO Max. And if y'all want to watch this at home with us, we're gonna watch this on HBO Max, and
Yep.
we're gonna start from absolute zero, and
Yep.
then I'm gonna count down from 3, 2, and on 1 we're gonna press play. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So let me kill myself. Hold on, just hold on. Okay. Okay. So, all right. So, is everybody ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Marcy, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, just
so,
right now, I've been working on it the whole time.
okay.
No, now I can coolly say yes, I am ready.
You sure?
I am ready.
Okay. So, in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, here we go. We got the little spinny disc for the Criterion collection going. Which,
Yeah,
by the way, you go ahead.
I'm so happy that the Criterion Collection has an app now.
Yeah, it's true. So the credits kind of tell you who all the characters are, and it's going to tell you the two main settings of the film. I love this font style too. If anyone can help me identify it, I need it. I might sing. I'm sorry.
Okay. Speaking.
All the time, I'm just
Is
writing
this
the
a musical?
soundtrack, so this is really good.
Yeah, it is
You know,
really good.
I think it's just score.
Wait a minute. Is that what this song? Is that what this piece of music is from? This movie? Oh my God.
I think
Oh, boy.
I think it's
Oh my
I just
God.
realized I have to go.
I'm sorry. I'll stop.
Guys,
Yes,
just like
this. I think this one
Marcelo,
popularized it.
this is a famous opera piece.
okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rachel.
This from the
Wow.
opera called Gianni Schicchi, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
And it's a woman pleading with her father because she got pregnant. You're being introduced to all the characters here too. So like George Emerson, Julian Sands. Here's his credit title card, and he just he's been missing for a very long time. He's probably dead in L.A. Somewhere in the mountains.
That's a shame.
All right. I know it's so
I think I
like.
hear it on someone's stream.
Yeah, I'm getting.
Oh,
Let's
Judy
see if
Dench.
I turn it
Yeah,
down.
Oh,
See if,
the Dame Judy Dench. That's awesome.
there's more.
But
There's more.
but I'm interested. Like we were just talking about fonts a couple minutes ago. You know what font I've been trying to find forever. Haven't been able to find the T and G font.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I think I can help you with that.
uh-huh.
Marcy, are
Awesome.
you digging the artwork with the typefaces and all that stuff?
I'm sorry?
Are you digging the art, like the little art
Oh, yeah.
pieces? Like,
Yeah.
I wondered if you would. That's cool. Did you see Marcella, whose name just popped up?
Yeah.
Ah, I was looking down at the dog whose name popped up.
Rupert Graves is in this movie, but he's like a
Oh,
little
yeah.
baby. He's a
That's-
baby in this movie.
Oh.
Also, the greatest actor ever, Daniel Day-Lewis, is in this film as well.
Yes, Daniel Day-Lewis. There's a lot of actors that you guys will recognize in this film. It's a
Did
very,
Daniel
but they were
Day?
just
Is
starting
there any
out.
weird, insane shit Daniel Day-Lewis did on this film because he can't actually like pretend ever?
This is going to be a very different
Oh.
performance of Day. Look at this, the pension. So I
Actually,
stayed at.
baby Helena Bonham-Carter.
Yeah, look at her, and
Look at that.
look at Maggie Smith.
hmm
Oh my god, dude, she's so young. What the hell?
Oh, wow.
By the way, I stayed in this in the hotel that not this scene, but another scene was filmed. They filmed in two hotels, but I stayed in the main kind of hotel where they filmed in Florence. It was really cool.
Oh, that's neat.
I'm obsessed with this movie. I go on like pilgrimages to like where they filmed and stuff. It's like I don't know why.
That's
but
so
it's just
fun,
really-
though.
That
Yeah,
is so
it's
fun. I
true.
really want to do that with both. Like, I've done it a little bit with Jane Austen, and I want to do it with Sound of Music and more with Jane Austen.
I would love to do that as well. Jill in the audience is saying all the boys went wild for her. She was the talk of the town. It's true. Helena Bonham Carter was quite the star in England.
This was
She was
like her big break, right?
yeah, exactly. I think so.
Yeah, I believe that Helena Bonham Carter was married to the Master of Weird for a while. She was married to Tim Burton, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Well, it's quite
They were-
scandalous because she first broke up Kenneth Branagh and and
Emma Thompson's marriage?
Emma Thompson's marriage.
Oh my god.
And then she broke up Tim Burton's marriage. Oh, I don't want to say that. That's rude. Sorry, I take that back. Tim Burton left his family for her, and so did Kenneth Branagh left his family for her as well. So,
Wow.
yeah.
She's quite a
I
little
don't believe
homewrecker, huh?
Helena Bonham Carter is a homewrecker or anything like that. I actually love
Is
her
that
very
Marcus
much.
Brody?
Yes, that's Marcus Brody. That's
Oh
the
my
whole
god, it's
point.
Marcus Brody!
Yes.
Holy shit.
I like just rewatched all the Indiana Jones films that are out so far with a group of friends, and so I was like immediately, I was like, that is Brody.
Wow. That is so cool.
Yeah. I don't
And then
think I've
Julian
ever seen him
Sands.
outside of Indiana Jones, so that was funny.
Julian Sands plays Marcus Brody's son. And look, there's Dame Judi Dench.
It's Judy Dench.
Again,
gosh,
they're
it
so
looks
young.
fantastic.
Something's wrong with this.
Yeah.
Everyone looks so young.
So all of these people
Except
are
Marcus
tourists.
Brody, who looks the correct age he should be.
Yeah.
They signed up for like the Victorian version of like a cruise pack or like a tour package of Italy, basically, and they've all kind of been thrown into this like hotel together, and they're talking about Italy and different things that they want to do. And some people here are very conservative, and other people like Dame Judi Dench's character are very like liberal, and so they're kind of like having like a conversation that you might see in today, but like back then.
It's so weird seeing Marcus Brody and something else that isn't Indiana Jones. I keep thinking, where's Harrison Ford?
He's not in this movie. Those two ladies, the Mrs. Allens, are spinsters, and when I went to stay at this hotel, there were two ladies just like them staying at the hotel, and they knew about the room with the view connection and all that stuff. And so jokingly, I said, "You guys are like the Mrs. Allens to my Lucy Honeychurch," and they loved it.
I'm really interested to see. I'm really interested to see what our live-in artist is going to do with the thumbnail for this movie.
That feels like a challenge.
They really
Yes, it
like,
is.
they really like this piece of
Absolutely.
artwork.
Oh my gosh, whatever you create, I think I would be very interested in purchasing a printable version.
Oh,
Because
You got to put it on Etsy, man.
Yeah, or just like
Yeah.
we'll talk.
Oh, you
but
should,
I
you
would be
should
very,
put like your art on Etsy.
yes.
She-
Well, Marcy becomes available for commissions.
Yes, I know that because I'm one of her.
one of my best customers.
Okay, quick question.
Marcy rocks.
What is Maggie Smith to Helena Bonham-Carter here?
She's her governess or like
Okay.
chaperone, basically.
Cool.
She's also her
Chaperone, okay.
cousin. She's her cousin. That's cousin Charlotte.
Okay.
This is
Okay.
look who's here. That's Charles Dickens from Doctor Who.
Oh yeah. They really
Get
are
outta
five
here.
British actors,
And-
huh?
Simon Callow or Simon Callow, depending how you want to pronounce his name.
Look, I have decided to understand that I will never understand how British names works after learning that the name in Jane Eyre that looks like St. John is named St. John.
St. John, right? That's right. So they're
I feel like I
talking-
just don't know how English works, honestly.
His name, it said it's written St. John, and apparently his name is St. John. And the day
That's
I
from
learned
Star
that,
Trek 5, by the way, right? St. John something. I forget what his name is, but it's St. John something. It's the Earthling, the Terran ambassador, which is really funny.
I got yelled at for saying the word "stop" wrong today.
So just to
What?
catch you up, because I've been talking. So wait, what happened?
Yeah. Sorry. No. Since we were talking about like languages and stuff, I said I got yelled by a family member for saying the word "stop" too American. So I went stop, and and they went, you should say it like stop. Say it like the proper English or British version. And I'm like,
Oh,
that's
interesting.
not how I speak.
Well, if
I-
Madonna can do it, you could do it, Marcelo.
one
Yes,
time
I'm
I
sorry.
tell a British person who was like in a video call for reasons. Somehow the city of Bath came up, and we were all saying Bath. And they're like, no, it's Bath. I was like, we would sound like such assholes if I just sort of put a long A in the middle of the
Just
sentence.
all of a sudden, yeah.
Yeah, I like
Bath.
basically said I would sound like an asshole if I did that. I straight up like.
So the whole controversy, or like the kind of like thing that's been going on, is like Lucy and Charlotte were complaining at dinner that they were promised a room with a view of the Duomo, the centerpiece of Florence, but that they instead got a room with a view of the river of the Arno, which is what my room saw, by the way. So I had that room with a view when I stayed there. But anyways, George's father, Mr. Emerson, was saying, well, we have the view that you want and we don't care. Let's switch rooms. So they've switched rooms, but it's a whole controversy because in Edwardian England, it was like a big deal. Like you couldn't impose upon a man because then you would owe them a favor. Like, you know what I mean? Like it was like this like whole propriety thing. Sorry. And so that's what's been playing out. And now Charlotte's just like totally like, why was there a question mark painted behind that picture? And why did he come in here in dirt? She's like, just like not happy. But now they have their view.
Honestly, yeah, there's
they want.
definitely the Edwardian period and some of that Victorian prudity left over.
Right. Look at this, guys.
I mean, which makes sense. For King Edward was Queen Victoria's son, but
Her hair is fantastic.
I know.
so
I'm
I'm
really
trying to get my
liking
girls to
the
look like Helena Bonham-Carter. That would be so good.
I'm really liking the costume design so far.
Mm-hmm. I really like Edwardian fashion. Is that like some of the stuff I wear is a more practical version of like Edwardian stuff?
I dressed
of-
like an Edwardian all through high school. Like
Fantastic. I need
authentically.
pictures.
I will show you.
Put
We
them
need proof.
yeah, drop them on Instagram for us in
Yeah.
our chat there.
They've been dropped. I'll definitely send them.
I
I've
Yeah,
sent them a bunch.
I would say like I like Edwardian silhouettes. Like I like Victorian
Yeah.
silhouettes for looking at. Edwardian silhouettes are easier for if you were trying to live in a modern world.
It's true.
Like,
By the way, Lucy is playing Beethoven. I forget which piece. And the Mrs. Allens earlier mentioned how much they like cornflowers, so the Emerson lads went and fetched cornflowers for them.
oh, that's cute.
who says chivalry is dead?
I love that line. This is one of my favorite scenes. So the Reverend guy, played by Simon Callow, he's gonna be their vicar in their town in England. But here he's gonna comment on Lucy, and I think this is important about her character, so I'll shut up for a second. I love that.
Hmm.
It's amazing how people could just smoke anywhere they want.
Yeah, I mean that's why I love like old movies from like the 90s and the early 2000s because people still smoked in them.
I would get a headache.
Yeah, me too. I'm
Right.
not
I
a
like them. I was like,
smoker.
oh, it must smell so bad.
Yeah. I remember when I was a kid and when I used to go to restaurants, restaurants used to have like
Yes.
A
sections
smoking
for
section.
yeah, smoky sections. Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah,
or yeah,
like that's gonna stop you from getting secondhand smoke.
yeah, like
Yeah.
yeah,
No, yeah.
that's not gonna do a damn thing.
I think I never really was around. So my mom's parents smoked a lot, and she hated it. So like,
Mhm.
she never. I have never smoked a cigarette in my life, which some people find weird, but also I don't want to.
Yeah. My grandparents who raised me before I was born, like the day after I came to the house in a shoebox, they stopped smoking.
Oh, that's so nice.
That is really nice. So my grandmother, apparently my grandfather quit smoking like a normal person with like a patch, and having to, give it up gradually. My grandmother had a surgery where she wasn't allowed to smoke like right after the surgery, but she smoked I believe a like not a pack of cigarettes, like a box of them, like chain
Mm.
smoked them.
Oh my god.
Couldn't smoke for 10 days after the surgery, and said if I could quit smoking for 10 days, I could quit smoking forever, and then never smoked again.
Oh
Wow.
wow.
Okay.
Which was like, which my mom was
That's
like, they was like from my before that point, every picture with my grandmother she has a cigarette, like,
Oh.
oh my god.
like she smoked a lot.
This is
Yeah.
the Church of Maria of Santa Croce, and I went to this church. Also, again, it was like a little pilgrimage for this film. I had to go to
Hmm.
all the spots in Florence, so there is a little bit of cinema magic going on to make it look more grand, but it is still a grand place.
That's cool. It's probably set extensions.
I think it's just using like the right lenses to kind of
I think
like
it's probably just a bit of
expand the set.
perspective,
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I'm
which
always
Probably.
surprised when I do
makes
visit like locations. Like sometimes, depending on how they filmed it, like what lenses they use, like the place will either looks bigger than it was in the film or smaller. It's like always something
it's
like that.
Mhm.
It's honestly like a pretty good perspective of like how they would have felt in a space like this because like we're probably more used to bigger spaces because they're easier to
Right.
build now. We like spend time in like skyscrapers and stuff if you like work like some offices or like in that kind of thing. So you like want this perspective of like to them this would be huge.
So this is another vicar. I forget what his name is. I think it's Reverend Eager, if I'm not mistaken. And he's giving a tour, and then poor Mr. Emerson's gonna come in a minute.
Cool.
I
My
love
God.
him. He's like,
Look at that fat man. That's just not
The comedic
appropriate.
timing of this actor here and in Indiana Jones is fantastic.
Yeah.
I
Marcus
feel
Marcus was always one of my favorites in Indiana Jones,
mhm.
man.
I love that word incommode.
Let me mute for
Shouldn't
a
it be like
second.
inconvenience or incommode will be
It's the
proper, I
same.
guess.
Yeah, it means inconvenience, but it's like an older fashion, like an older way
Right,
of
right,
saying
right.
it. I've used that word a lot, actually. I learned a lot of words from this movie. So Lucy's probably still a teenager, like probably 17, maybe even 16. I think she's a little older. Like she might be like, yeah, 16 or 17. And his son George is probably in his early 20s. This version of the film is really nicely cleaned up and restored. It's like it looks very nice in HD. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I was about to be like, I was like thinking it must be from the for the Criterion Collection. I was like, I remember there being a lot more like grain on this.
Yeah.
If there's one thing that Criterion is really good at, they're really good at restoring some films that have seen better days,
Yeah.
Hmm.
and they're really good at doing special editions of movies as well.
Hmm. It's worth it to get them on Blu-ray or DVD or whatever.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I want to say that also E.M. Forster wrote mainly about the middle class of England. So like
Hmm.
Lucy would be considered like she wouldn't be from a family like the Kardashians. Like who would be like a modern middle class family that we like kind of that are not like crazy.
Um, I think the problem with the middle class family is we just don't know who they are. They're just normal people.
Yeah, it's true.
Hmm.
It'd be more like the slightly wealthy person you went to high school with,
Exactly.
The
I or
person that
college.
had, yeah, the person that had enough money to live comfortably, but not beyond their means, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like, unfortunately at one point at this point like I think the middle class, I don't remember, but like at that point there was like a what would be considered a healthy middle class, but right now like I think the middle class is just like a very thin line dividing the poor from the rich
Hmm.
right now. There's not that like
Yeah.
it's not what it once was. it happened to the Goths.
Jesus.
It's so funny. I love this character.
I still can't get over how young she looks. Judy
Both of
Dench.
them.
Yeah. Inhale. That's so funny. Inhale.
What does your city smell like? Miami smells like I don't know, the ocean. I'll say.
That's a good shot.
The music's so good in this film too.
I like imagine how much work it would take to get this big open shot where you get nothing that indicates this is the 80s.
Right?
Yeah.
Also the like where the time period that this is set, the David would have been out in the open. Right. Now the David is like indoors, but like at that time, and all of these statues we're seeing now, those are all replicas today. All the originals are in a museum, but in her time in 1907, the originals would have still been outdoors like that, I think, for the most part, which is pretty extraordinary. Yeah. There's David. That's the David hanging out in the background, just like which of course that's the replica, of course.
Right. There's a fun fact about just statues in England in general. You know, all those fig leaves like covering those parts? They were added by the Victorians. They were
yeah, that's totally true. That makes sense though. Oh look, so this guy just got murdered. Yeah, he got shanked.
That's a little dramatic.
This took a dark turn.
That's dramatic. What the hell is this?
That's
like she was just walking along. She had just bought postcards, and then this like happens.
What the hell? What the hell?
Was that Julie? Was that George that just caught her?
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah,
they
you know
both
what?
witnessed
Same girl. I would have still got murdered in front of me.
Right.
What?
So why did he get murdered? Do we know why?
There was like a fight, like just a dispute between two guys, and like the one guy
shanked him. This is so strange. What the hell?
Remember, this is like 1907. Like,
oh, okay. Thank you for reminding me of that.
Yeah, yeah. We're not gonna have police show up all of a sudden, necessarily.
Or not even an ambulance, man.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Maybe you get a constable, but
yeah.
Hey, maybe Odo will show up since you said constable.
I always thought it was so funny that they used that really old-fashioned word for him. Like, I know this is off topic, but it is a Star Trek group.
We go off topic all the time.
To accept it, I think he was like, "Oh, is this like an old-fashioned word for cop?" Okay, weird.
Yeah.
No, but if you think about it, like Odo wasn't the only one that they called constable. Like they called O'Brien constable too on multiple occasions.
Did they?
Yeah, I think so.
What was that, Marcel?
I said Odo wasn't the only one they called constable. They called O'Brien constable on several different occasions as well.
I don't remember that, but I believe you.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, so look the officials came.
That's your ambulance.
Yeah.
This is like the ambulance back then. Well, actually, I don't know what it is. Like, it's like the death squad or whatever. Like, they're like, oh.
Bring out your dead.
This is really graphic, right? Like, he's acting differently than, like, people act now when they act dead in movies.
Yeah.
And, like,
yeah,
the shots
I think so.
they're getting of him are pretty graphic.
Yeah, I would agree. It's very real, right?
Yeah.
But look, see, like, this is how it was. They have, like, these hooded guys that, like, come and collect the dead. It's crazy. It's, like, a weird thing that we don't have today.
And I don't know. So this might be, I don't know, like, in England or in the United States. It's like this.
That's the guy who had stabbed him.
Okay.
He's kind of hot. Not gonna lie. They were...
You're not wrong. He just killed the dude, shut up.
I know. Sorry.
You obviously don't have any scruples because you just hit on a murderer.
I was just remarking about his.
Yeah, I
looks,
know,
that's
I
all.
know, I know, I know, I
But
know.
it is ironic.
Yeah, isn't it? No, you didn't, you liar.
He's like 100 years ahead of his time. This character, George Emerson, is a very sensitive man for back then.
Why was it foolish?
What was that, Marcy?
Why was it foolish? Like reacting.
It's just I think like the that might be a cultural thing of like the English not like having it like for there was like something like not having reactions, like
Okay, yeah.
Stiff
Any
upper lip.
strong
emotions.
reactions.
Like
Yeah, exactly.
their stiff upper lip. Like
Yeah.
Okay.
I love her
I'm
dress.
coming at it very
Mhm.
American, like what's wrong?
you had an actual reaction to someone getting
Yeah.
murdered in front of you.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, look at his hair. Oh.
He does have good hair.
I like the little narration coming up.
It's like a silent.
Yeah,
It's almost
like
like
a
a
silent
silent
film.
movie. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, I dig it.
Oh, yeah.
She's my sister. Yeah, right.
Right. That's how most people ride with their sisters.
He's like, as long as she is his sister, he is. So in denial. It's good commentary though on the overall attitude of this time period. So Baedeker is a guide, like kind of like the what would be the popular like guidebook that you get when you travel today?
Oh, like 1,000
Google
places
Maps, I guess.
before you die.
No, like when you buy those guidebooks like for
Yeah.
a city.
Oh, you mean an actual book? Okay, well, I wouldn't know
Yeah.
anything about that.
There's like a book called like 1,000 Places to See Before You Die.
Exactly, like
Like
the sister. Oh, speaking of Americans. She's
what
like
the
over
hell
it.
is that accent?
I don't know. He's trying. What was it? I don't know. I guess it's like his attempt at doing a Midwestern accent.
Sort of like a bad imitation of a country drawl.
The funniest thing is,
Yeah.
like, I was like, does that Midwestern accent even exist yet? Like,
Obviously, the English didn't get good at American accents till like recent history. I like the younger priest who's like more open, or like, sorry, vicar, to refer to them correctly. Oh, that's sad. Do you guys think the hairstyle she has was easy to do? You'll see this, the sister, quote unquote, like, I love her. You'll see her hair in a second.
No.
No, look at the
No.
back.
Not.
Look, wait, this. Like, how do you do that? Like, is that something
Extensions.
Like,
You do that with extensions.
Lovely extensions. Yay!
I don't know how, like, in universe she's supposed to have done
That's
that.
what I'm trying to see. Yeah, that's what I was
That's
trying
a
to
hairpiece. Like,
I do love it though, the little rose in the back. It's super cool. Have any of y'all traveled to Italy?
I actually haven't.
No.
My brother last year went there on his honeymoon.
Oh,
It
that's
really
cool.
is. This film makes it look gorgeous, but it really is gorgeous like this. It's crazy. I think these are olive trees for sure. Yeah. Imagine carrying all that stuff around.
What the hell is wrong? What the hell is wrong with him? Is he drunk or something?
He's like 24. That's what's
Oh, he's
wrong
an
with him.
idiot. He's an idiot.
We want him to be young because look how young she is.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got to be like 15 or something.
No, but before you said she was like 17. So like,
Well, I think probably closer to 15 if I'm. I just
okay,
don't know
okay.
if she's had her like what age. I guess 16 you have your debut, and I get the impression
Right.
since she's with a chaperone that she hasn't had a debut yet or whatever
Right.
to society.
Oh,
Her
no,
debutante.
I don't think that. I think she would still
Oh,
be
that's
with a chaperone even if she had her debut because she can't be alone with a man.
Oh, true. That's a good point.
Well, if she's a little bit
Even
younger, then
like
that
she might
changes
not even
things.
be like a chaperone or but just a companion.
The thing is,
Because-
Marcel is like Helena Bonham-Carter was not that young.
No, I think
Yeah,
she was.
no.
I think
But-
she might have been a teenager, but she wouldn't probably like a teenager who's a legal adult.
And I can
Right.
assure you this film is tame. We don't see like anything gratuitous. Sorry if you were looking forward to that. I love that they got rid of her so they could gossip.
See, I mean, at least back then they had some scruples. I mean, today, if people want to gossip, they'll do it right in front of your face.
That's a really good point. I never thought
It's
of that. Speaking of Zexy, I wish men dressed like this still today. I don't know. I think it looks so attractive.
It's like the meme, like, men, what's keeping you from dressing like this?
Yeah, I should do that with the Victorian Edwardian fashions. Oh my
I'll tell you, I'll tell you what's keeping men from dressing like that. Well, guys today don't have patience. They just want to. I mean,
Get dressed and go.
Yeah, I mean, I have nothing to back it up, of course, but that's what I think.
There's an account I follow on Instagram, Pinsich Tailoring, and this man just has devoted himself to living as a Regency individual, and he dresses in Regency fashion. Do you know about him, Rachel?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I get.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, actually, I think I saw one of that guy's videos one time where he dressed like in a waistcoat coat or something.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, they would have called it a waistcoat, but yeah, a waistcoat. Yeah.
Waistcoat or waistcoat or whatever.
But it's waistcoat.
Oh,
it's
is
like what
that
Rachel was
how
talking about earlier. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I always
Like
read it
St. John.
waistcoat.
It is
No, well,
waistcoat.
It
But they
is
say
No, well,
waistcoat or something, something weird.
no. I've always said a waistcoat.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
So
it is
fair.
waistcoat.
Okay.
Okay.
But they say it
Where all of
differently.
a sudden, oh right, I'm supposed to be like chaperoning this girl.
Oops.
I love her dress.
This is so cute. Is she drunk or just trying to walk down a hill?
She was thinking she's gonna meet with Mr. Beebe, the Reverend, but then the Italian guy thought she meant the young guy, so he led her to him. But now George thinks, oh, she's
I
come
love
to
how-
see me.
Yeah, I love how like
Oh.
they're standing in a field. What the hell? What
I
the
love
hell
this.
is this?
Look,
Did she want that?
no, she wasn't expect. She was hoping to see the Reverend. The
What in the hell is that?
It was just like a thing that
Wow.
happened.
Okay. He's awfully forward.
Why was she wanting to meet up with the Reverend?
She was just like, remember, Charlotte shooed her off so they could gossip. She's
Oh,
like, go
yeah.
find Mr. Beebe. And then when she asked the carriage driver didn't understand English, so he was like, oh, you want to see your friend who's your age, like closer to your age. So he led her to him. And did you see her
And then
stand up in the
that
carriage to look back? That was cute.
Wow.
That's
That
her
is
first
so-
kiss. That's got to be kind of powerful, I feel like. It's kind of a crazy thing.
Why?
so-
Hat on a hat.
What the hell?
Also, it might have been George's first kiss, depending, right? Because like Victorians were pretty chaste, or Edwardians were pretty chaste. Still.
Not that guy. Not from what I just saw.
No. No.
I
No.
would say, maybe, but men could get away with a lot more shit than women could.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I don't. No. I don't believe that was his first kiss at all.
No,
No
not
way.
a chance. There was experience there.
And I'll be honest, it looked like.
But does he
too
look
good of
so
a kiss.
happy? Like he would. Sorry, go ahead.
It looks like too good of a kiss for it to be both of their first kiss.
Well, it was
He's
definitely
excited
probably
about
not
a
hell
kiss,
of
and that's cute.
He's so happy from that kiss. He's like running around, even though he didn't ask permission.
Okay, as someone with curly hair, don't brush it like that.
Don't do that.
Right?
It hurts.
Don't brush it at all.
Like, just
Do you? I mean. Do you know how much she's pulling her hair right now?
Yeah, I do, and it hurts me looking at it. Her poor scalp.
Her disheveled hair. She looks so cute, though.
Her
that
hair
is
is probably
beautiful.
as big as it is because it's been up all day.
Yeah. Look, she's concerned about him.
Is that the puppy?
Yes,
Aw.
it's a dog.
Oh.
He's very vocal, and I cannot tell what he wants from me.
Snuggles?
You want up? Up? You can snuggle with the other dogs too. I think he's annoyed that one of the other dogs is like close to me.
Mm.
And he says, "How dare other dog get snuggled too?" Here, come here.
Charlotte's so manipulative of Lucy. She's like giving her such a guilt trip here.
He's just staring at me and whining, and I don't know why.
Aw. Maybe what's a treat?
I don't want him to get fat. I've already given him some.
Aww.
Okay, what's really cute is like one ear is straight up and one ear is like crooked.
Oh.
You go outside? Okay.
It's cool that Windows had like window covers like that back then. Like those are like the back then version of blackout curtains.
Mm-hmm. No, it's cold. I'm not going outside with you. That's too much. Yeah.
She's like, they have to go home. It's so scandalous that he kissed her that they have to go home at the end of their trip.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's a giant overreaction.
Not back then. That's the
I know,
norm
I
back
know.
then, you know. But
I
like,
know.
you know what's interesting too is I grew up here in Miami, and like, there's like a lot of kind of like, you know, big like Hispanic culture, you know, like with Spanish and Cuban mainly, and also my own culture, my Pakistani culture. There's a lot of attitudes that are very similar to this, so it's like kind of interesting, you know, growing up in Miami, like watching this film and thinking like, oh wow, like some things never do change, like attitudes and stuff like that. Like it's weird, but I
It's
think
also
now,
the thing where like he's not in trouble.
right, exactly. Oh, here she. I like this. She has,
Oh my god.
uh-oh. Charlotte's gonna lay down the law. Now we're back in England. This is Windy Corner, guys. This little house
It's so
in Summer Street. There's Rupert Graves, who plays Lestrade in Sherlock.
He is so young here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
He looks like he's 16.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Wait a minute. That's yeah. Oh my god, he looks so young. What the hell?
He kind of reminds me of a young Jude Law here.
Yeah. Jill's asking for a timestamp, so Jill, let me know when you need the timestamp, and I'll give it to you.
Yeah, if Captain can take care of that, I would appreciate it.
I will. I'm happy to. I'm ready to do that.
Thank you.
Look, there he is, Daniel Day-Lewis.
Oh my god, dude, he is very. I think this is going to be a very toned down role.
Yeah, you're not gonna see him probably scream and all that stuff.
So you drink my milkshake. Sorry, I love that scene. I should make.
So she just got engaged to this guy. Look at him.
Okay.
Oh.
He's no George Emerson.
Certainly not.
I mean, Daniel Day-Lewis is handsome no matter
also,
what.
like Daniel Day-Lewis is handsome. He's definitely older than the two of them, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So she's in a worse tradition. This is the Edwardian era, bro. It's so fucked up. I feel like I'm so glad we don't live
I say this. My favorite book is
You think?
Emma. My favorite book is Emma. There's literally a 16-year age gap between them.
It's true. It's so funny.
I can't believe that he cobbles shoes instead of acting anymore.
Is that what Daniel Day-Lewis does now?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, he actually retired from acting because he was dealing with some health issues, and and he actually retired. He actually took his, acting inheritance and moved to France where he cobbles shoes.
I had no idea that that's the case.
Yeah.
I,
He's really tall, by the way. He's like, what, like
Daniel Day-Lewis, so ridiculous here. Apparently stopped doing plays because he was so he was doing Hamlet and actually saw a hallucination of his dead father.
Oh my gosh.
I've never heard that. It'll be interesting to see if to look that up to see if that actually did happen.
I love the
I
hats
read
and
that
the
somewhere. I
umbrella,
don't
the
like.
parasols.
I definitely did not make that up, but I don't
Hmm. It's possible because the great thing about Daniel Lewis is that the thing that made him such a great actor is that he would go for it. Those hats are a little bit too much.
Lucy's
I
the one that
used
said this.
when I was a kid, I loved Anne of Green Gables, and they always had hats like that. And I was just like, I would craft things like that as a child to wear. I'm sure it looked
I
terrible, but in my
literally
mind,
wore an outfit the
it
other
was great.
week, or earlier this week, where I was like, I kind of look like I belong in a one-room schoolhouse, and someone's like, "You look like Anne Shirley."
Oh
These
my god.
fashions, I think what's nice, like Rachel was touching on that earlier, is that I think the corsets were finally going out and all that stuff, and these fashions were a lot more considerate to women.
They do wear corsets during the Edwardian era, but they're not tight lacing the way in extreme tight lacing you would see sometimes in the Victorian era. So it's more like
Right.
an undergarment that's there for the purpose of support.
Look how good Daniel Day-Lewis looks in this white
Look at
jacket
that suit.
with the black. Yeah, the suit exactly. I was gonna
That's a
say
good. That's a
and
good.
I love the straw
goddamn
hat
suit.
and everything. This is kind of like the look, but not as stuffy or as stiff that I emulated and wore throughout high school and a little bit after I graduated.
That is a fit.
But the suit looks great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cecil's not who I would imagine Lucy settling down with, but alas.
We didn't have a time jump, right? They're not married.
No,
I don't think so.
So basically, the kiss happens. Charlotte and Lucy agree not to tell the mother. Charlotte kind of presses her because she doesn't want to get in trouble with the mother, who her cousin. Yes, it would be her cousin too. And so Lucy never said a word about what happened, the scandal with George. And when she came back to England, she agreed to marry Cecil because it's just what you do at some point. You got to get married, and he's a local person, but he's very well, you could see he's very different from George.
I love how Daniel Lewis is kicking out the cane every time he walks forward.
Yeah.
Okay, apparently Daniel Day-Lewis talked about seeing the ghost of his father years ago, and now was like, well, that's a bit of an exaggeration. And I think he's trying to be like, that was a little weird. I don't want to talk about that anymore.
Okay. So it is possible that he did see.
Yeah.
Something.
Oh, I think Jill's not on the chat, but she needs a timestamp anyways. Maybe she's already synced, but she might be watching her TV. So I'm just going to read the timestamp just in case. So we're at 50 minutes, 48 seconds, 49, 50, 51, 52. We're about to be at 51 minutes into the film. All right. Yeah. Sorry. I just realized, she's probably watching on her TV and not, you could put YouTube on your TV and listen to us that way or something.
So you can see us in on the big screen.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks for giving Jill the time stamp.
Or she may
It's
have
so
fallen
hell.
asleep, which could have happened. It's pretty late.
Yeah. Plus, nobody really watches us live when we do live streams.
Some people do. I
I
felt like,
find that at least at least my streams get more viewers after the fact.
oh, interesting. She's like,
I don't have an audience like that guy, Starfleet Boy So Hale. He's got a big audience,
oh, I don't. Don't worry. And I like my audience the way it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my god.
oh no.
Yeah, that looks so uncomfortable. What the hell?
Mm.
Shut take the glasses off. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude.
And then he's like,
Oh
he
my
doesn't
God.
even
Gives off.
try.
He was like,
That's
"That's
so-
good, right? That's done."
No, that's so awkward.
Mm. That was hard to watch.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, actually, we gotta go. I gotta go. Like,
This gets so juicy. So she's inviting the Mrs. Allens to stay at this like house that's available in their neighborhood. And she's saying like you guys should, rent this place out. Our neighbor's renting it. So we're about to meet Cecil's mom. I guess this would be like a salon, right? They're like gathered in the
I
salon.
guess
and-
like a main room or something. I guess.
Yeah, wouldn't they call this like the salon in a well-appointed house or something? Maybe it's not the salon.
yeah,
No
I mean,
idea.
in some salon sitting room, sometimes they have multiple. Like, just have to pretend that they need all of these.
Right.
Although I will say that sometimes the big houses had multiple because it's not like they had air conditioning. So like, in different parts of the day, some rooms were like unbearable to be in if like the sun was beating
Oh,
down.
interesting.
Oh yeah, because in this time they obviously didn't have central air conditioning.
Mm-hmm.
I do like how she has like paintings, like framed pictures everywhere.
So she seems rude.
Yeah, I know. She wants him to get married to her in January. I guess is that like what's customary, like a year engagement, I guess?
I guess. I mean, I feel like most of the time you wait a year because you're just planning a wedding,
Yeah, that's true.
and I don't know. I'm not positive during the Edwardian era, but during the Regency era, for like middle class, weddings were not that like big of a like. I mean, getting married is a big deal, but like weddings were not that big of an event. You went to church and then you had a breakfast.
Right. That's nice.
Like,
I like that. I wish weddings were like that today. Like that house is legitimate, like a huge mansion.
mhm.
Like, it's crazy.
I went when I lived when I was visiting England. I went to the house they used for Chatsworth. It's called Chatsworth, and they used it for Pemberley in 2005 Pride and Prejudice. I was like, now I want to see all the big pretty houses because they're like insane. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
So was she? Is this like? Does she know the priest beforehand, or the
Does
vicar, or
she?
whatever he is?
Yeah, remember they met for the first time in
No, I think
Florence.
they met in Italy though, right? They
Yeah,
didn't
and he
like.
said, "I'm gonna be in your village starting in June or July."
I missed that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you
Okay.
can't know that. Like, it's so that's what I'm here for. Ask me all the questions.
Mhm.
It's hard to get those things when you're doing a watch along with conversation.
You are definitely
I want like a
the
knee
factoid
length.
gentleman for this movie.
Okay, I would totally with like a knee length version of the skirt she's wearing. I would totally wear that to work.
Right? The costume designer in this is great.
Hmm.
Who is it in this movie?
I have to look it up. Uh-oh.
That's a great painting behind them. Like that's a great mural.
Hmm.
I think they're at the National Gallery. So it's like a flashback to how Cecil happened to meet them like in a weird coincidence at the National Gallery.
Right.
And then he foiled Lucy's plan. She wanted to move the Miss Allens into the neighborhood, but Cecil wanted to like stick it to the landlord who he thinks is a snob. So he's like, "Oh, these people are so weird. I'm going to recommend them." And then the landlord's going to be like, "Oh, I just got the weirdest tenants." So he's like such a dick.
Oh, You. Well,
Why is
I'm not gonna say
her
that.
brother dressed like
I'm
Bert?
obsessed with what he's wearing, but that's like a
Specifically,
youth. Like they put youths in those kinds of
yeah.
things. So he's dressed like Bert, like from.
Yeah, to be fair, that movie takes place in the Edwardian era, so I guess that's why
Yeah.
he's just like Bert. But
He
I
but seriously
kind
seriously
of
he
want
looks like he's
that
gonna go to a
jacket
carnival.
though, like for me.
The
Isn't it
hair.
beautiful? Yeah, I know.
But he looks like he's gonna go to he looks like he's gonna go to like to a carnival.
No, I know, but it's because it's a summer coat. It's like
Right,
supposed to
right,
be like brighter. I don't know.
right.
My favorite scene is coming up, you guys, and a little warning. There's a well, I won't. It's not that
You're gonna
bad,
start
but
singing, aren't you?
no, 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 I won't sing again. I love that quote. I've taken that to heart.
Which quote?
Never trust an enterprise that makes you purchase a new wardrobe.
Mm.
That is a good quote.
But I like shopping for clothes.
It's a good
This is so
excuse.
clear. Do you really want this, babe? Yes, I do.
Does the guy know that she's there? Or
Wait,
this
which
place
guy?
that he's renting?
Yeah, they just realized it. They kind of realized it, and that's why
Okay.
George's father Mr. Emerson was a little off.
Okay.
Rupert Graves looks so hot in this movie, just being like dumb in the background.
Are you saying he's a himbo?
He's a himbo for sure. He's like an Edwardian himbo, and I'm here for it. I loved gay teenage me loved this scene so much, and I would watch it in secret, like trying not to make sure no one would come in the room because I was scared.
Uh-uh.
But it's like no big deal, like today. I think it was the first time I saw like naked dudes in a movie.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also a really good scene, non-teenage me appreciates it because there's a lot of paintings like about these kinds of like, people like bathing and like stuff like that. Like Sargent used to paint a lot of stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
They're just like having a great time in this like little pond. And in real life, if I were faced with this situation, I'd be like, "There's too many germs in there. I'm not going in there. Give me my chlorinated
Um,
pool."
I'm not positive what they had during the Edwardian. I think they had like women had weird swimming costumes, but in the Regency era, men were naked and women were like in weird box houses when they were on the beach. It was insane.
That is really weird. They're just chasing each other.
Okay. Very odd.
Yeah,
What the
they're
hell?
goofing off.
Okay.
The English don't have as many hangups as we do about
I guess
nudity.
not.
Europeans in general, I think, don't have as many
Oh, that's
hangups as
true. I remember
Americans.
my brother's when we lived in Greece, went to like a British school, and like he was like, it was weird. They would just change in front of everyone.
Yeah. I experienced that when I was walking through Europe. I was I'm very modest compared I would never do this. They're just like crazy.
You think?
They're like throwing their clothes at each other. I like this contrast of what's about to happen. Like you're seeing these like guys walking.
Well, it's too late for that. Oh my god. What the bloody hell is this?
Whoever
Oh
were
my god, this is so...
those unfortunate people.
Oh
He's
my
like
god.
whipping through the weeds.
The brush?
They wanted
This
to
is ridiculous.
swim. Like, also her laugh is the correct reaction.
Yeah. Poor Charlotte. Tina's melancholy strings play the spirit stirring harp like anything.
Was he just leave?
He
Yeah,
just
because
left.
it's
Dick.
like a
Oh my
yeah.
god. He's like
Oh no,
he's like
people
I ain't
having
dealing with this
fun.
shit.
I must leave.
I must leave.
Sappho just sucks. Yeah, they had the correct reaction of like amusement at like the silly song.
Look, I love that extra. He's like, that guy's no fun. Oh, nice. Jill, we're at 1 hour, 11 minutes, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11
Right.
seconds. So we're about to in a little bit we'll be at 1 hour 12
I will
seconds.
say, I wish I was better at hair so I could do like updos at all. I'm very like she knows. That's the problem.
So you, so you think that he's doing that to just spite her, isn't he? Isn't he?
Who, Freddie?
Oh,
Yeah.
Freddie's just young and like has found like a dude that is a little older that he probably admires. I think he's like similar to how like teenagers are always like wanting to hang out with older dudes.
mhm.
Right.
I think he just found a friend, and her fiance is like a stick in the mud. So
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. George wants to go like swimming and stuff, like where Cecil would never do that.
No.
No, he seems to be a little bit too proper for that.
I love the mom, by the way, even though she's a bit, she's got her own things.
also my fiance sucks, and I want to piss him off. I don't know if she wants to piss him off. I want him to be pissed off.
I'm dying to. I hear these kinds of trains are still kind of like running in England. This like style, like made of wood or whatever they are.
Hmm.
I would love to take one of those. Of course, they have modern trains on most
That
lines,
would
but
be
I think there's
fun.
like a few like tourist things that they do.
I was like not like this old time train, but my parents did like this trip across Europe that was like in a train. That way they got to like travel while they slept.
Hmm.
She's like putting two and two together.
She's like, "What the hell? Like, she's like, what are the fucking chances?"
They're like, she must have been like really mean to him the last time in Italy because he's like being so sassy.
I think he's getting a little bit of revenge here.
Hmm.
Kind of.
I'm gonna go grab a cup of coffee and come back. I'm just gonna leave it playing so I don't like lose my spot or anything.
Sounds
But I'll
good.
mute myself. Just
Uh,
I'm
and
craving
the
a
captain
coffee
will give
now
you a
too.
time code when you come back. 'Cause
No, she's not gonna pause it, so she'll,
oh, she's gonna.
which makes
Oh,
sense. Like,
okay.
yeah.
Anyway, you'll take care of that. So
In my head canon for this movie, Mr. Floyd and Freddie are lovers.
Wait,
There's this
who's
whole
Minnie?
side. Oh, Minnie's Mr. Beeb's, the Reverend Beeb's, I think, niece.
Okay.
She's a Lannister. Charlotte's so complicated.
This is a rather quirky sequence of events here.
Hmm.
This poor driver's waiting outside.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
that's right. The driver. Yeah.
just give him the money and figure it out later.
This is like Uber. Could you imagine? That felt
Yeah.
like it was like a unscripted reaction.
And they're still arguing about this change bullshit. Just get.
Because you're because he's not the guy in the movie who sucks. Again, just Daniel Day-Lewis was staring at people having fun and then mad about it.
I guess I guess his character didn't have a good childhood growing up. I guess.
Well, his mother did also seem to kind of suck.
Yeah, she did suck. I love that, leaving a book out to spoil. She's still-
Again with the change bullshit.
with the chain. But I have relatives like that. I totally get like what's going. Like, I love that.
I love her slowly being like, I have made a huge mistake.
You think?
Sucks so much.
Yeah.
I feel like in Pride and Prejudice, they just make you spend it like, hey, what if you spend more and more time with Mr. Collins?
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I just
What did I
compared
miss?
Welcome back.
Maggie Smith being really into trying to find change.
Again, she had change problems.
What the?
Also, I compared Daniel Day-Lewis's character to like if you had spent an extended amount of time with Mr. Collins in Pride and Prejudice.
What kind of coffee did you get?
I have an espresso machine. I'm totally addicted to coffee.
Oh my
I have an
god!
espresso
Oh my
machine too.
god!
I love it.
I'm so jealous. I want one so bad.
It's so good. It's like real professional, like coffee.
Coffee,
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
so good.
my
got-
cousin has one of those, and every time I go over to his house, he makes me one.
So
Remember
good.
the writer
And it's foamy
lady,
on top.
Oh, it has
Yeah.
Espumita. Remember the writer lady, Jane Judi Dench played? She wrote a novel, and Cecil's reading it, and it has a scene that's very reminiscent.
Oh, okay.
He's like totally looking at her. Oh my god.
You think? Wait a minute, did he just do what I think he did?
He looked at her feet, which is
Oh,
probably
okay, he
just as
didn't.
like, yeah,
Okay, but he
her
didn't.
ankles.
Yeah.
No, her skirt is ankle length. There was no way he would be able to.
Look at that. Okay.
Yeah.
But the gaze was enough to make her uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Also, the funniest thing of me being like, I don't hate this. It's fine with me.
Wow.
Marcy inspired me to get some Nespresso, so I'll be back as well.
What the hell? Everybody's getting coffee.
I
It's
had
midnight.
a glass.
We're
Oh,
all
Yeah.
having
damn.
coffee.
Okay, that's
you guys,
better.
look. He's like,
That's better.
no. What do you? Oh, and she kind of like was like, oh wait, let me make sure no one's
No,
looking.
What
All
the?
right, I'll be back again.
All right.
So is that their second kiss, or did I miss one?
No, that's the second kiss, I think. Yeah.
Okay. She has fantastic eyebrows.
Yeah. They're well kept. At least her eyebrows are not out of control.
No.
So when you drink espresso, talking about something completely off topic, do you have any trouble sleeping?
um, occasionally, but not normally. Like if I'm gonna have trouble sleeping, I will, no matter if I have coffee or not. I probably drink so much coffee, my body just expects it at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
Yeah. I mean, I love coffee, but I normally have like maybe 1 or 2 cups a day, and you probably blow me out of the water in that regard.
Yeah, I I get my water intake through coffee. It's
Whoa,
so
water
bad.
intake through coffee.
It's so
Jesus.
bad.
Jesus, that's great. Wow. Okay.
But some of it is decaf. I will say sometimes I do have decaf.
Okay. But I'm just one more bit about coffee. I'm sorry for anybody who's listening right now. Um, what's your favorite like branded coffee? What?
I like the Colombian coffee that they have when you order through Nespresso, or the Starbucks actually makes Nespresso pods, and they have a Colombian version too. I like that.
They do. I'm a brig. I love Starbucks. I only drink Starbucks coffee. I can't drink anything else.
Yeah, it's good. And the partnership, when they started partnering with Nespresso, it was a good day. It was
Yeah,
good.
for you, right?
Yes.
That must have been a good day in your household.
What is he doing outside? Oh, is there a bug bothering him?
I guess so. But I mean, Daniel Day-Lewis is so good at playing such an unlikable character in this film. I guess.
Yeah. What happened to Rachel?
I have no idea. Well, is she? Did she? I
Oh,
don't know.
it's
She
she
didn't.
says, "Hey" in the chat. Can you
Okay.
get her back in?
Okay. Sorry. Thank you. Because I didn't know. Oh, there she is. I'll get her.
Okay.
Hey, welcome back.
Hey, my internet was acting good all day, and then they gave
Y-
out, and now I'm hotspotting.
Yeah.
Where are we in the?
Yeah. Where are we? Hold on. Where?
Okay, I can tell you. Mine says 1 hour 27 minutes and 14 seconds.
Yeah. Sorry about that, Rachel. I didn't see because I wasn't actually looking at the thing. Sorry about that.
I was just like, wow, it got quiet in here. Then I started looking
Yeah.
around.
Anyways,
Well,
here, Marcy, I am the weirdo here. I do not like coffee.
No, really?
It's so
I
bitter. And
okay.
why?
That's okay.
It's supposed
It's
to be
okay.
sweet, and it's so bitter.
I always
It's
have it with
okay.
milk or cream because I actually don't like it black either. I always have to have
Actually,
milk or cream in it.
I'm
yeah.
drinking root beer right now, actually.
What's that?
I don't root beer. She's drinking root beer.
Oh, yeah.
I actually don't like I don't like too much milk in my coffee.
Oh,
Like
really?
yeah,
Do you do sugar or no?
yes, I do. I do. One or two spoons of sugar, and that's it.
Okay. I'm the opposite. I do milk or cream and no sugar.
Okay.
He's good for only for books, but he also is being a dick and just making fun of the book he's reading.
Mm-hmm.
So he's saying he's being an intentional dick.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, you'll get over it.
No, you don't. You don't love her. You love this version of her you made up.
Well, we didn't have any of the Nespresso pods I like, so I poured myself a whiskey instead.
Oh,
That's
Okay.
more my
Well.
style.
All right. All right. Well, I would actually. You know what? I would go with coffee rather than whiskey. But to each his own.
Well,
I
it
love
was the
coffee
only
so
thing
much.
available that had like a bitter sweetness that I like. So.
Well, yeah. Well,
I'm actually
yeah. Well,
more. I like whiskey sours a lot.
Yes, me too. Oh, is this the breakup scene?
I think so.
that seems to be where
I
this is going.
assume, but
Are you not in love with someone else, Lucy? Though.
I'm now remembering a breakup scene that is in Downton Abbey but at the end, that's a soap opera in the best way. Like I love Down Abbey, but this breakup seems really dramatic. And the last thing he has like, "Good evening, Lady Grantham. I probably won't be seeing you again." And Maddie Smith goes, "Promise," and it's
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
so good.
Was that the newspaper man?
All
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
that's right.
This breakup scene is very cordial. What the hell is this?
Um,
Some things like from this era are refreshing, like in the church, how
mhm,
Lucy is very direct but like still polite. You know what I mean, and things like that.
mhm.
Right.
I mean, he decided to not be a dick for once in his life. Good job.
I know, ironically, at the moment when he can't do anything to, like he lost, he could have been himself,
Mhm.
like a more authentic person, but he was always posturing. Alas, Daniel.
Perhaps if you had not been a dick earlier, this would not have happened.
Mm. But you
There
know,
were other issues though.
yeah, there were a bushel of issues with that guy.
I wonder what digestive bread is.
Oh man. I had a conversation about this because it was in a recipe and it's
Oh,
like a
amazing.
British thing and they compared it most closely to an American graham cracker, but it's not exactly
Oh,
that.
An
But like
American graham cracker, digestive bread.
Sorry,
interesting.
Hmm.
what are we talking about?
digestive
Digestive
bread.
This
bread.
is Alan's mentioned
Oh.
that they've been prescribed a digestive bread and they need to travel with it.
Like a healthy cracker was what they were explaining. But we don't really have a
Freddie's
good equivalent of it.
Freddie's such a beautiful little fop. He's like lighting Mr. Beeb's like whatchamacallit, his pipe for him. And he wears that big hat. He's like Jean-Luc in season 2.
Over or under, Starfleet Boy can go 3 streams without mentioning Picard. I would go under. No, I'm
I'm,
sorry. I said that wrong. Over.
I'm obsessed with the new season. Are you all watching it? I know
Yeah,
Rachel
of
I
is.
course.
haven't
Marcia.
seen
Yeah.
the latest one yet, so no
Oh, cool.
spoilers, please. I've
Okay,
been
Oh,
that's
busy
yeah.
good.
this week.
No, I'm not gonna. No, we wouldn't do that here. Not like some other streams I know. I'm kidding. Yeah, but just a quick word on Picard. I'm loving season 3. I think season 3 has been such a wonderful delight so far.
I've loved everything I've seen. I've just had a busy week, and so I'm not caught up with the
Yeah,
latest
Fair.
one.
Why
I
is
can't
yeah.
she
wait to
still
see
hanging
what you
out with her
think.
brother, who he doesn't even like?
I know, It's like, but it's kind of relatable. It's like stick the little brother with the ex to console him.
But like why would they do that though? I don't understand that. Why would they do that?
Actually, I feel like people still kind of do that. Like I remember one of my cousins broke up with this guy, and uh, her family hung out with him for a long time just to kind of like soften the blow.
Okay.
I mean, and Cecil was pretty entrenched in the family, and Lucy and his. Like they were all.
Mhm.
So it's not breakups at that level. Like, and actually, it's an engagement being called off. So it's a whole
Yeah.
different level.
Yeah, that's pretty. That's a pretty uh, momentous breakup, I guess.
And ironically, if that guy hadn't want to been a dick to that one guy and like just let the Miss Allens come up, he'd probably be getting married because Mr. Emerson wouldn't come back and she wouldn't be like reminded, like, oh yeah.
Exactly.
Mhm.
She's starting to lose it.
You think? little bit. She seems a little bit perturbed.
We used to have a really nice tea house in Miami called the Beehive, and it's gone. But I loved going to the Beehive for tea.
The tea house here closed too. We're trying to
Oh,
find another one.
Oh wow. Oh
there's
my god.
there must be no gossip at 7th Street, but to go as far as Greece.
That's a little bit much. That's like that's an overreaction. Like I understand,
Mm-hmm.
going away on vacation for a couple weeks after you break up your relationship, but to go all the way to Greece, that's a little. Well, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's in Europe. It's not like she's going to America.
Uh, that's a good point. I wasn't considering that.
I wonder if this is Helena Bonham-Carter singing.
If you want to see her sing, she did a great job in the Johnny Depp film and the Tim Burton film Sweeney Todd.
Maybe Todd.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
I really like that movie.
I like the movie version of Sweeney Todd annoys me because it's like missing stuff from the musical. But like the song "The
Mm,
Ballad of Sweeney Todd," for instance.
right. Well, like maybe like 7 or 8 years ago, I had Broadway HD and I saw the London production of Sweeney Todd on there. That was
Mm-hmm.
really really good.
I haven't seen that one, but there's from half. There's one with Angela Lansbury as
As
Mrs. Lovett, and it's really good.
oh okay.
Also, Sweeney Todd is literally like going back on Broadway, like as we speak. It's in previews right now.
Hmm.
They're moving back.
Yeah, if I could add one more streaming service, I think it would be that one. Sorry guys for going on a diatribe about
Oh no,
Mm.
the tangents I
um
like.
Broadway kerfuffle.
I like that George is sweet to his father
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Aw.
It is nice to see sons that are nice to their parents.
or daughters.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Because usually sons. I mean, I'm not speaking for everybody in the world, but some sons are really, really assholes to their parents.
The mom's like, "Why are you lying to these poor old ladies?"
those ladies in The Sound of Music? Or I don't know, the voice sounded familiar.
Oh, I don't know.
I have no idea either. You got me there too. I don't know.
Okay.
No, I'm curious.
Okay.
I love these two ladies. They have the best lines. Like, it's so good. It's true.
Oh, I love our long coat. It looks so warm. I want a coat like
Right?
that.
Now that's a comfortable coat, man. Look at that.
No, I don't think this is Sound of Music, but the one
Oh, okay.
is not like her voice does sound familiar. I don't know why.
Right.
Maybe she's in another play that we know or something.
Mm-hmm.
What did he say? They're getting what?
He
really
needs to give a
cool.
sermon,
Okay. I thought he said something else.
but he's leaving her with Mr. Emerson, who's moving back to London.
Okay.
It's really nice that George never said any gossip. That's cool.
Well, he didn't come off as a person that would spread gossip anyway.
I know,
Yeah.
but Charlotte was wrong about him, and I like that she realizes it in this moment.
Right. Right, because Charlotte did sort of prejudge him when they first came across him.
Yeah.
It's a nice looking, like, what is that, a beige color? Camel, I guess they would call it. (1907) convertible
Yeah.
rolling in my black handsome with my rag top down so my hat feathers will blow. Sorry.
I did not think you were going to go there, but okay.
That looks like such a
Okay.
modern house, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does kind of.
Mhm.
Oh, look at that. That's like a first version of like a car on there on the right.
A lot of lying.
Wait, what was that?
A lot of lying.
Yeah, it's true. I like that Charlotte is helping to make it right when she like
Mhm.
screwed everything up.
Yeah,
She's like,
she's
oh,
she's making amends. It looks like.
Yeah.
hmm
And I mean, good on her because there's so many people in this world that make mistakes like this and they never atone for them.
hmm
I like that. He only tried when he should have not tried. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh, but
It's legit. It costs like $1,000 to go to Europe.
yeah.
Although if you use Ryanair, it's like $23.
They found out they are already in Europe. Like,
What do you? Actors who can cry on demand are like a few and far between. I think. No, dear God.
I always cry at this part. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh.
That's great. That's wonderful.
I love these. Like, I'm not giving it up again.
Well, they're like, I think that's called heavy petting.
Yeah.
Isn't it awful that that term we all grew up like learning of the different stages of like arousal, like heavy petting was the name for this. Like,
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
like-
yeah, I mean, when I was a kid, there was still like first base, second base, third base,
oh,
and
yeah, that's
then
right, that too. I
and
forgot about that
you know,
stuff.
and then of course,
Yay!
yeah,
What'd you guys think of this movie?
I really
I
liked
was a,
it.
it was really good. I thought it was really good.
Mhm.
It was really good. It's a film that I'll definitely watch again at some point.
Nice.
Mhm.
Yeah, I recommend
Oh, yeah.
watching it when you can like kind of like listen to the dialogue, but I'm glad
No,
I
but
got
you
to watch
know,
it with you guys.
you know,
Mhm.
but it was, you know, it's. I mean, I don't know how you guys feel, but when I was growing up, I I never had any siblings, so I always used to watch stuff alone, right? So I always really enjoy watching stuff. I always really love watching stuff with my friends because that gives me something that I never had when I was a kid.
That's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
So, but with
Mhm.
that being said, I do love watching stuff alone because I've spent most of my life watching stuff alone. Um, like I always watched Star Trek, Buffy alone, Angel alone, um, Dollhouse alone. By the way, Dollhouse is an underrated show. You should watch Dollhouse.
I've
Dollhouse.
seen Dollhouse.
Mm, yeah. Um, but wrapping up now. Let's actually just start saying goodbye to anybody who can possibly be watching this. I'd like to say thank you for joining us this evening for a room with a view, and I hope you had fun listening to us talk about this pretty awesome film that I've never seen before. But
Oh,
hopefully,
yay. That is awesome. Yay.
yeah,
Mhm.
I hope that y'all who are watching right now had a wonderful time watching it. Thank you to Jill for being in the audience, and thank you to Sohail for being my moderator for most of the evening. And I would like to thank Rachel and Marcy for always being here. Of course, you guys are lovely to spend time with.
We're so happy to be here.
Thank you. But
Yep.
I'm going to go sort of around the room right now, and I'm going to start off with Sohail. Sohail, if the folks at home want to catch what you're doing on the interwebs, where would be the best place for them to do so?
Thanks, Marcelo. Yeah, so you can so on Twitter my handle is still Starfleet Boy because Twitter makes it complicated to change it, but I've rebranded. So I think it's working. If you Google Starfleet Sohail, it'll lead you to all my things. And mainly I'm active on YouTube and Twitter, and I focus a lot on Star Trek. But I really enjoy doing a lot of other things. I have a lot more interest than just Star Trek. And so it's really great to branch out and express some of those things like on this stream. So thanks for having it.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you next time.
Adios.
Adios. All right, so next up, I will go with my favorite Texan. I will go with the belle of the ball, Rachel. If the good folks want to catch up with you online, what would be the best place for them to do so?
So I'm Dramadork884 on most social media. I'm on like TikTok and Twitter a lot. Trying to do more with Instagram. Also on a couple of podcasts. I'm on Mask of Mayhem and podcast with Marcy as well.
All right, well, thank you so much for being here, and I hope we'll see you next time. All right. So, lastly, I'm here with one of my favorite people in the entire world. Guys, this is no exaggeration. She is my favorite digital artist ever. She's just awesome. But Marcy, if the good folks at home want to see your amazing art or catch up with you online, what would be the best place for them to do that on?
Probably Instagram. I am at Marcy London Art, and I post all my art there. I'm also on Twitter sometimes, same handle.
All right. Well, guys, if if you ever want a commission done, she's an amazing person to do so.
Thank
She's very reasonable with her prices. Trust me, I know. Anyway,
you.
she's amazing. So go check her out. But thank you so much for being here this evening.
Thanks for having me.
All right. All right, guys. So again, thank you so much for spending some time with me and my beloved crew as we watched this pretty awesome film, A Room with a View. But as I often say, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, I will see you when I see you.
So much happened here, and so much is about to.